Super excited to visit with our guest today, Robert Baril. He's a very funny stand-up comic who will be in Sioux Falls this Friday. Hello, sir. How are you?
I'm good, man. Yourself?
I am very good. I'm excited to have you in Sioux Falls. Have you been to Sioux Falls in the past? Have you been here quite a bit, or is this kind of a first time for you?
No, I think it's my third or fourth time over the years doing shows. But yeah, always fun to be in town, assuming it's not going to be 98 degrees.
Well, it just might be. Last week was the wet week. This week is the hot week. So, the good news is where you're at, you should be dry and it should be cool. So you'll be good to go.
Oh, perfect. Glad to hear it. Although I like to think of whenever I perform somewhere, it's the wet week, but maybe that's just my own ego.
Well, the event is coming up this Friday. It's at Club 224, which is in the lower level of Lucky's in downtown. And you're going to be there with Alicia Rain and Jenny Mack and George Rigdon. Have you worked with any of these folks in the past?
I have not. It'll be my first time. I'm definitely excited. It's been probably 2 years, I think, since I've been to Sioux Falls, and I know they have a fun comedy scene there, a lot of hungry comics looking for stage time and developing and growing as performers. And so that's one of the fun aspects to traveling all over is checking out the local scenes when I can.
And you get a chance to go to quite a few places. Now, this summer, do you have quite an extensive tour going right now?
I'm kind of on the tail end right now, actually. It'll pick up again starting next year. I'm doing Boise, not to brag or anything, but I'm doing Boise and Calgary up in Canada, Greensboro, North Carolina, St. Louis, Missouri. But no, this is the last stretch of shows I have. Well, I take that back. In August, I'm doing Acme Comedy Company in Minneapolis and the Comedy Cabin in Janesville, Wisconsin. So if any of your listeners are going to be in Minneapolis or Janesville in August, they can check me out too.
Very, very nice. Now, how long have you been doing stand-up comedy, Robert? And what was it that got you started doing this?
Oh, well, I've been doing it long enough to know not to give the actual truth to that answer, because it's certainly, because when you first start out, you want to be like, oh, I've been doing this for years. And then you realize like how it sounds like, oh, and you still are just doing this one open mic. So now like, oh, this is actually my first time doing stand-up comedy. I'm just insanely gifted. At least probably 10 or 11 years. Nice. Probably more than that. But I would say at least a good decade of experience behind me.
That's really cool. And again, we're excited to have you in Sioux Falls. And you've performed here before. Have you been at this facility, or when you were here, were you in different places last time?
I have not. I've done, I did Boss's Pizza a few years ago because they had like a little comedy club in the pizza place. Yep. And then I did it another time where it was moved to a hotel conference room.
That's right.
Or something. Yeah, but I believe before myself and my opener got there, we were informed by the booker that a kid drowned in the pool that day, which was very ominous, and I think kind of cast a cloud over the whole, not a good sign. I think there were like 4 or 5 people there, which, I mean, compared to everything else that happened, is small potatoes. But I'm really hoping that, things go better this Friday.
We'll try to keep tragedy away, and we would love for everyone to come out and join Robert and George and Jenny and Alicia. It's going to be a fun time. It's this Friday. I'll put a link to find tickets, and you can find that at facebook.com/Sioux Falls Comedy. Robert, I'm excited to meet you on Friday. Thank you for taking the time to chat with us.
Oh, hey, I'm excited to meet you too, man. Thanks for letting me promote the show.
Absolutely. Robert Baril, he's a headliner this Friday night. It is the Summer Buzzline Comedy Showcase, and it's going to be a lot of fun. It is this Friday. It's at a place called Lucky's Bar, and the lower level they actually refer to as Club 224. Tickets are available this Friday. 7 p.m. is when the show starts. If you want more details, you can find that at facebook.com/Sioux Falls Comedy, but we'll also share it at facebook.com/Sunny Radio and facebook.com/Sioux Falls News.